pimping. They call it trafficking now, but he was pimping the girls. They was just living there. They went freely. Some of the girls used to come downstairs and hang with us. One of the girls actually could rap her ass off. Should have just kept fucking rapping instead of selling ass. But hey, I don't know what happened to her. But yeah, one of the girls was actually good.
Mary J. Blige.
Mary J. Blige. I don't know. Wait a minute. What the fuck?
Well, wasn't she a prostitute before she
Oh,
became? Welcome,
Yes,
welcome,
it
welcome,
is.
welcome back to the Oddly Enough podcast. I don't have all the fun sound effects that Tristan has.
the oddly enough podcast. Cast. Yeah.
So animated. Look at you. I need to work on my acting. You have an animated face. You have like character development that you've done. Like, but you've been doing it a lot more than me. Like you've had a lot more time to craft things than I have, and I've
It's
been
just
trying
me,
to
bro.
think. I've been trying to think of like characters I could come up with, or like accents, or like just funny shit.
Think of other people.
Yeah,
A lot of people that I like, I can imitate other people. Like, I don't necessarily have to imitate your exact voice, but I can imitate your mannerisms, like stuff you say, stuff like that, and I can make
oh,
it
you
into
think
a
so?
whole. Yeah,
You
anybody,
could you
anybody.
could do me? Do me. I want to see it.
I would have to be like standing up. I would have to be like standing up. Like I could do like certain things. Like
Okay.
if let's say if we was doing like a monologue and they
Hmm.
say switch each other, I could switch and do you for a second. It wouldn't be spot on, but it would be enough to be like, oh, that's a different character right there. So
Yeah.
because I'm gonna just take whatever you do and I'm just like I'm gonna do what you do, but I'm just gonna add more to it.
Well, basically, you just have to dumb yourself down as much as you possibly can.
This fucker.
Put yourself in the like. Think I'm a rock. Maybe rocks have more thoughts than I do. I don't know.
You know what though?
Hmm.
It's not bad to think like that. It's almost like you going still, like you almost you going in a sense where it's like you just blank for a second. Because I'm able to just switch in and out of characters like that for because once I'm in it, I'm like, okay, this is where I'm going with it. And
Right.
once I see the react, like I'm really looking for the reaction of the other person. Like if I do something, as I'm doing it, I'm like, I don't know if this shit gonna work or not.
Yeah.
Then once somebody react to it and it's like, that's it, or whatever the case may be, like, okay, cool. Now I'm like, I could do a variation of this shit.
Right.
Once I
It.
do, once I figure it out, like, okay, they like this part, cool. You get what I'm saying?
Hmm. It works, I think, better to do when you do like when you imitate somebody that's got like that's a real big character. They do like they have like things that they do with whether it's they're always messing with their hands or there's a slogan that they say or they're just animated character people like just regular people
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know uh that's what I
I'm
think that
animated anyway, so
yeah I think that's why like I've always been able to like imitate Jim Carrey like to a T. That was always been my thing. And I'm like, because I used to do that so much, all my buddies were like, you're so fucking funny, dude, you do that so well, you should be a comedian. And I'm like, no, that's not how it works. I just imitate Jim Carrey and it's funny because you like him.
the
But if I
best
were to,
physical actors are like that though.
yeah, but if I just got on stage and did my best Jim Carrey, everyone's gonna know. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be obvious. It's not
The
gonna be
older
like,
crowd would. The older crowd would.
yeah,
Not the younger crowd. The younger crowd, I don't think they're really up to Jim Carrey like that.
maybe. Well, I mean,
Have
because
you? Because I
he did span the generations by doing like Sonic the Hedgehog and stuff like, and the Grinch. The Grinch is popular.
he did Sonic the Hedgehog. I said I never seen a
Yeah,
Sonic the Hedgehog movie.
he was the bad guy in Sonic.
I never seen it. Never
Hmm.
seen it.
He did
Damn.
good too. He was good in it.
No,
Yeah.
but like Ace Ventura and all that stuff. Like, what's the Cable Guy?
Hmm.
Uh, what's the other shit? The Mask,
Dumb and Dumber, The Mask.
Dumb and Dumber. Like, you think they really know about that stuff?
I don't know.
Because I don't
Maybe.
really see that like on, there's no TV too much now. So, but
Yeah, that's a problem.
even come, I don't know. I don't really see that them knowing too much about Jim Carrey like that.
Yeah, it's a. I don't. Is it a problem? I mean, I don't know. Like I know
No.
TV is going. to the wayside kind of thing. Like people are just streaming everything. It's all apps and streams and YouTube and whatnot. It's really I don't I mean I know that they're out there. There's good shows out there. Netflix, yay. But I mean, nobody like tunes into a television.
No.
Like I was having the conversation with the guy today, Jay, and we were talking about the news. I'm like, the only people that watch the news are like fucking boomers. And it's really it. I mean, I think most people politically, whether they're on the right or the left, I really feel like they're getting all their information from fucking TikTok,
That's true.
Facebook,
No, that is
or
absolutely
YouTube
true. I talked to
podcasts.
somebody about that the other day, and he's shit damn near 60. And he said that he
Yeah.
goes on TikTok to watch the news. And I said,
Hmm.
word? You go on TikTok to watch the news?
That's crazy.
That's insane. So I didn't know that. Not
Hmm.
insane, but that's different.
It's
I
a
didn't
little
know
nutty.
people go on TikTok to watch the news.
I didn't even know you could watch the news on TikTok. I had no idea.
Me either. But I'm like, hey, I guess people catching on now. They're like, hey, we're gonna put it on all platforms now. I don't blame them. We go you have to go where everyone is.
Right.
And if you're gonna survive in any of this climate, whether you're gonna get pennies or whether you're gonna fucking monopolize,
Hmm.
you have to go where the people are. And if you don't
Sure.
go where the people are, you're gonna lose out. And a lot of these big companies are understanding that. That's why they made the Tubies and all of these different platforms that are smaller than the Hulus and all of that, because those like YouTube and all of those are for the independents.
Hmm.
For the bigger guys, that's the Hulus and the Netflix and all of that stuff like that. But for us, we got those where we can go and go make shit. You can make a couple 100,000 if you really got a good project and you get some push behind it or something like that. You know what I mean? You could make 100 grand. You could make 50 grand. You could make whatever, but you can make some money. Because I talked to other guys that already put their stuff on Tubi, and some of them guys let you know, like, yeah, listen, I done made a good 50 grand and still making yada yada. I
Yeah, that's
made a
cool.
such and such, and I made yada, and I'm still making blue. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's
So
cool that I don't watch Tubi. I don't have it, but I think it's great that it's kind of like, I don't know how to describe it really, but it's great that they have it gives the opportunity to new people that want to break into film, independent people like you said, and that gives them a platform to showcase their material. I think that's fantastic. And then I think if like I didn't even know that that's what it was. Honestly, never
well,
watched it, never looked at it, never even tried.
yeah,
So
yeah. It's not just that. It's not just that. It's other bigger movies on there as well. But
mhm.
we can make a movie
Yeah, sell
as
it
long
to
as you have
Tubi,
and sell it to Tubi, and or lease it to Tubi or whatever you want to call it.
whatever it
You know what I
is.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
No, that's just cool. I mean, there's not a you can't just unless you have like if you have you I don't know how people get these shows on Netflix and stuff like that, but I mean I think Netflix is good for that as well. And as far as like if you have something that's interesting and that's something because they're always looking for new shit. You got to stay innovative. You got to stay up on the newest thing in entertainment. And you never know what's going to catch fire. I mean, like fucking what was the uh, what was that guy's name? Joe with the Lions, Tiger King.
Carol Baskins.
Yeah, Tiger King. I
Carol
mean,
Baskins.
they struck gold with that. You know what I
What?
mean? Yeah.
Hell yeah. I was
And
glued to the TV.
I never watched it, but I mean, I just know that it did well.
Oh man, you
Um,
gotta watch it.
well, it was during COVID is when I really blew up because people were stuck at home
That
and they
is
were like,
true.
and then
That is true.
they had a captive audience. You know what I mean? So it's like, but I was not stuck at home. I was one of
Me
the
either.
essential people, which is, I don't even want to get started on that whole time period. That whole time period, I wish I could just memory hole that entire time in my life. Like I really wish that I could just forget all about that.
I made the most money in a year ever in my life. during COVID.
Really?
Yes.
Doing what?
We, bro, half of it was doing nothing. Let me, so during that time, because I don't know how much we could say the C word. So doing the C word, right? Because I want
Mhm.
to put these clips out.
I think you could say it now.
Okay. During COVID, right? I was in Puerto Rico. It's so funny that I'm sitting here and I got a background with the beach, right? I'm in Puerto Rico. I have vlogs and all that stuff to prove it. And if it's not on my other page, I would definitely unprivate it. But yeah, I was there, and so I will be there for 3 weeks, 6 weeks, or sometimes even shit. I think the longest I was there for like 8 weeks, and I'm on a resort in
Doing
Ponce,
what?
Puerto Rico. So I was working on the
Let me
Navy
get to it,
ships.
Jim. Chill.
I was working on the Navy ships. Ships,
Oh,
they
okay.
travel and we travel behind them. So they go, we get on a plane, we meet them there, or they already there, whichever,
Uh,
however it go. And they happen to be stationed in Puerto Rico. So we go back and forth to Puerto Rico. So I'm one of the managers. So I have to be there
mm,
to receive people, all of that stuff. So while you're there, you got to quarantine. But the quarantine is you just got to stay on the resort.
mm,
You just can't leave the resort.
what?
So for 2 weeks, the resort is huge.
Yeah.
It's a beach, everything. You want to literally, my room is facing towards the beach, all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Bomba clot.
Bomba blood. So, and then you got the other side where it got like the other restaurants and all that stuff. So it's huge. You got golf course, all that stuff. You can't get you're not gonna go stir crazy. It's a
Yeah.
whole place. And then I already bought like a cooktop and all because like as soon as you got there, they let you go to Walmart and that was it. So I got cooktop, everything, so food, all of that stuff. I was cooking in my room, all of that. Then like I said, they got the places downstairs. Anyway, you do that for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You got to quarantine for 2 weeks. You sit there and you get paid every single day, right? You get paid your regular wage every single day, 8 hours a day for
Mm,
doing nothing for them 2 weeks. Plus, you getting per diem.
what?
Per diem was 120 something a week.
So you were just
I'm sorry,
balling.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry, not 120 something.
I'll say
Let me
120 ain't gonna
rephrase.
cut it.
120 something a day. I'm sorry.
Mm,
120 something a day.
that's like a paycheck to normal people.
A lot of people ain't making $120 a
No,
day.
they really aren't.
I mean, when I first moved to Jacksonville, I was struggling to make $60 a day when
Mm-hmm.
I 10 years ago. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So to make $120 a day plus your what you got, then you got travel time. So whenever I traveled back and forth,
Yeah.
I got paid for the travel as well.
So you were balling out of control.
Bro, everything was paid up. Everything was good. Everything was all good. I'm taking a trip every other week. All that. Like, as soon as I get back from Puerto Rico, I'm not even home. I'm like, yo, shorty, let's go. Like, we out of here. You get what I'm saying? Like, the money was good.
Yeah. Sounds like
The
it.
money was good, bro. Money was good, man. And that lasted, that Puerto Rico side lasted for about 7 months. And I did that for
Wow.
about 7 months going back and forth. And like I said, man, that was good.
Yeah. Sounds like you miss it.
Hell yeah. Listen, this right here, like I got behind me, it was the beaches just like that, all of that. Like it was right. I could show clips and all that, but if y'all want to go, y'all just go look it up. If y'all want to look it up. But yes, it's Hilton Ponce Hilton Resort, whatever you want to call it, in Ponce, Puerto Rico. And
Mm.
it's on the countryside. It's like by this by like these vineyards and all that, but it got all these it's up in the hills and
Yeah.
it's yeah. I had a good time, man. We was
Sounds
all up
like
in the
it.
hills. One of the guys that worked with us, he he a dark skin, like you see him, you would never know he's Puerto Rican. He
Mm.
like damn near darker than me.
Mm.
And he was born and raised in Puerto Rico and
Yeah.
everything. And he took us all in the hills and all that stuff like that and had us all through. I was like, oh no, this is dope, man. So yeah, I got to experience most stuff that a lot of people don't get. They just go to like San Juan
Mm-hmm.
and then that's it. And go to
Yeah,
the
the little
malls.
tourist town.
Yeah, and I was always in
You got to get in there with the locals.
yeah, I was way up in there, man. I got I had a lot of videos and all that stuff that I had posted. I was posting 2 videos a week damn near while I was there.
Wow.
And matter of fact, you seen the story times,
Mm.
that hotel room,
Mm-hmm.
Puerto Rico.
Uh,
So on my
yeah.
downtime, I was just making videos.
Mm.
I wasn't bored for shit. I'm like, bro, I'm waking up to fucking ocean view. I got all my camera equipment here, everything. I'm chilling. I got a cooktop. I'm making money. What the fuck am I complaining about? I'm
Yeah.
chilling. Let me just make some videos and have a good time. That's what I was doing at the time. I was in good shape. I was working out every fucking day. I was out, you know what I'm saying? I ain't have as
Yeah.
much belly as I have now. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Everything was good, man.
Don't
Everything
knock
was
the
good.
belly, dog. I wear a lot of hoodies.
In camera, I look good in camera, but
Yeah,
I
you
don't
look
know.
great. Look,
Oh,
we know, man. Okay, the shit happens. When you, it's a known fact that when you hit a certain age, for men, we start losing testosterone, and when that happens,
yeah.
you don't break down, like you used to. You don't stay as tight as you used to. Everything kind of starts falling apart. It's your body getting ready to go into the fucking ground. You know what I mean? I know that's morbid, but that's kind of the truth.
It's real shit. Trust me, I got some aches and pains now, man. I need to go see if I got what they call it, arthritis or rheumatoid, whatever, because
Yeah,
this shit getting
you
crazy.
probably
I'm
do.
like, I don't know, this shit bad, boy.
Yeah.
This shit is bad.
Does it get worse with the weather?
Uh, maybe so. I
I
never
know I have a
just
lot of
when it get
aches and
bad, it just get
pains.
bad.
Yeah, I have a lot of aches and pains, and when it's real bad raining like this, especially my neck. I've got a fucking titanium plate in there with some screws in it. So that it's my neck starts. You see me doing this, it's because my neck hurts.
Word, what happened?
Oh, a car accident many years ago. I don't know if you can see it, but I got a little scar right there.
Huh.
They go in through the front with like some spatulas like this, and then
Hmm.
they push them, and then they turn them, and they wiggle them in through all your muscle fibers and everything, and they go zoop, like that, and open it all the way straight to the cervical spine, like the spine, the inside part of the spine. Yeah, and that's how they do it.
Damn.
Yeah, damn. Thank God I was out for that.
So you fucking RoboCop.
Not quite. I'm not quite.
So
Not quite.
you can't go through the metal detector then.
No, I can. Titanium doesn't show up.
Oh, titanium don't show up. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if I should say that online.
I mean,
Like,
I'm sure they know that.
I would hope, but it's like how, I mean, if that it was kind of a scary thing to find out that like you got metal in you and it's undetectable by radars or whatever. I don't know if you go through you know, the dick check machine is what I call it because they can see your junk and the X-ray machine. But
Oh, I
I
didn't know
think
that.
yeah, I think they can see it, but I always disclose. I'm like, I got a fucking plate in my neck. You'll see it. So a lot of times they run me through there, and I get all this radiation in my body. I'm sure that's not good for
Hmm.
you.
Right.
But then they take me, and then I go off to the aside, and I get felt up for like 30 minutes, and they don't even buy me dinner first. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Trust me, I done been through it too many times, man.
Yeah.
I done got pulled to the side, all of that stuff. I'm like, bro, what are we doing here? Like, I'm
Yeah.
trying to
Do I
get
have something
in.
painted on my forehead?
I make sure when I go to the airport, I wear stuff that I could get in and out of. I got
Yeah.
everything already ready to go. I got a certain book bag, everything, so I know. Okay, I got my wallet and stuff. I'm gonna put it in this pouch. Boom, zip it in there. Do the room. Take everything. Take my shoes because I already got them either they untied or already
Hmm.
got. I hate wearing
Or
slides.
slip-ons.
Like I hate wearing slides out in public.
Oh yeah,
So I
yeah, but
rarely wear
they got
slides.
tennis shoes that slide on.
Right. So I just loosen them up before I even get
Hmm.
in the line. So boom, I just slide them off. By the time I get back on the other side, boom, I could just sit down, take my time, tie my shoes up, and go about my business. You know
Right.
what I mean? And then sometimes I bring an extra pair of socks because I'm a little fucked up in the head. Sorry, y'all. But I bring an extra pair of socks, change my socks when I get on the other side of the what you call it, because before I put them back on my shoes.
Because you
Because
walked around on dirty floors.
nasty ass fucking people. Yo, let me tell you, yo, people are horrible. People are nasty.
Who you telling?
And when you see people just walk in or do whatever, like they just don't care. And I'm like, I gotta walk behind all of these people that done had they shoot. I'm good, shorty. I'm
Yeah, you don't
good.
need all that fucking toe fungus on you. It's just like I thought about trying to like start jujitsu and stuff like that, but it's like there's a lot of staph infection on those mats. I don't give a
You stupid. You don't
fuck.
think they clean that?
I don't care how much they clean it. Those guys get staph infection more than most people in the world.
Huh.
Literally. Yeah. That's, I mean, they have to use a special kind of soap. Like you literally have to use there's a soap called like Defense soap. Not affiliated with them, but it's not antibacterial, but it's like antimicrobial or something like that. It's different because antibacterial kills the bacteria on your skin, and you need some. There's healthy bacteria on your skin, but this shit kills all of it, and it just opens you up for staph. It's bad. Yeah, those guys get it a lot. There's been
I
some of
never heard of
those,
that.
yeah, some of those fighters, man, they've gotten it, and if you don't treat it like right away, it can eat a fucking hole in your body. Like,
Oh,
yeah, like your skin is completely gone and you can see muscle and shit. It's gross. Like I saw pictures and it is gross. But yeah, it's just like that. Uh, that's why I always, when I go anywhere, and you know that you go into some places and it smells like feet. I can't think of one right now, but I've been in places
well,
you walk in and you're like, God damn, it smells like fucking feet in here. But I always say, why does it smell like a damn karate dojo in here? Because it
no, you
always,
know what? It does, yeah.
yeah, karate dojos always smell like fucking feet. Because there's
Yeah.
all them kids and everybody walking around in there with their little fucking bare feet, and it's gross.
Yeah, when I think about
I get
when I
sketched
was
out.
wrestling, it was a lot of sweat going on in
I'm
there.
surprised you
A
didn't get
lot.
staff wrestling.
I don't know, maybe I'm a clean guy, man. I don't know.
You're staff resistant.
And I end my matches pretty quick.
You what?
I end my
Oh, you
matches pretty quick.
true story. That'll
Yeah,
do
I
it.
ain't gonna lie. I gotta give it to myself for a guy that it's a lot of stuff when I go through my life and I'm like, you really fucking did that shit. Like even though it was just for a year, because I should have did it more, but I started playing football. Um, but yeah, I'm very proud of myself. But if
Yeah.
that there's nothing I don't give a damn in my life that
Hmm.
was more grueling than that conditioning to make sure you have to make weight and all of that. That is the most if you know what they shouldn't put motherfuckers through like regular boot camps. They should put them through like wrestling camps.
Oh
Like
wow.
it's that grueling. Like
Is
it's
it?
just the man. Like it's no joke. It's no joke. Just before you even start wrestling, you got to work out for like an hour straight.
Mm.
You running steps. You running down a hall for freaking 30 minutes. You're like, yo, bro, why are we running so fucking much? And then I'm like, oh, I get it. You gotta have stamina.
Yeah,
You
stamina
got
is
you,
super
you know,
important, I imagine.
yeah. Yeah, and it helped me out because I was running track as well too. So I'm like, oh, okay. So after a while, I'm seeing that the other guys is slower than me, and I'm like, oh, this kind of like to my advantage. I got enough stamina to keep going. And then,
Mm.
I told y'all last time when they picked me for both JV and varsity, I was like, oh shit. I didn't know how big that was until one of the guys said that to me. He was like, bro, you know you it was one of the varsity guys. He's like, you wrestling JV and varsity? He's like, yeah. He's like, hmm,
That's a big deal.
okay. And I'm looking at him like, the fuck he mean by that? And then we went to what you call it. He was like, and I lost, and I was crying. I was like, damn near crying to myself because I lost varsity by one JV. And he was
Mm.
like, bro, what the fuck are you mad about? He was like, bro, you got to wrestle fucking varsity and JV at the same time. You gonna be a varsity next year, even though I didn't
Right.
pursue it. Shout out to
They did,
Coach Malinowski.
yeah, they didn't care obviously
What you mean?
that you lost your one match. They were like, he's
Nah,
good. They
nah,
saw
nah.
potential in you.
Yeah, bro. I think it was JV and varsity like the next day, and I had to, or next 2 days or some shit like that, and I had to lose like 5 pounds or some crazy shit like that. I had to lose like either it was the varsity one day, and then I had to lose 5 pounds for the next what you call it. I think I wrestled 130 for varsity, and then I had to wrestle 125 for what you call it. I was wrestling 125 and 130 in JV, and then varsity I was wrestling 130. Yeah. I should have kept with that, man. I should have kept at it. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's one of them
Yeah.
ones that's like, yeah, that'll help me with my aggression. But like you said, like Muay Thai, like I wanna start doing Tai Chi and a little
Tai
bit of Muay Thai.
Chi.
Yeah, Tai
Oh.
Chi is like more
Yeah, I
flowing,
know what
all of
it
that.
is, but you know,
Yeah.
I'll tell you, there's a little, they do a, morning Tai Chi out in Ortega.
Word.
Yeah. Well, I was out there doing a photo shoot one day with a girl, and we were standing there taking pictures and stuff. And like, I see all these uh, older people.
Mm-hmm.
They come out and they put up these big banners and stuff, and they get around and they put a speaker in the middle, and they were turned on that, like, I don't even know what you kind of call it, but it sounded like some kung fu shit. And they started,
What the?
doing their whole fucking all the movements and shit. And I was like, oh shit, they come out here every morning at 9 o'clock and do this damn Tai Chi.
And it's funny, you saying this older people, them older people will whoop
Oh
our
yeah,
ass.
I'm no
They will
doubt.
beat the shit. The stuff that they know how to just transfer energy, because that's all it is just transfer energy. Like you take one movement that you do and they could just take some shit and just pop, 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 pop.
Oh yeah,
I
I have
love
no
it,
doubt.
man.
I have no doubt. I wouldn't mess with them. But yeah, no, I'm sure there's places around that, it's not a real, uh, I'm gonna get canceled for this, but I don't think it's a real martial art.
I think if you mix it all together. I mean,
I don't think you're whooping
there's
anybody's ass with Tai Chi. I'm just saying.
uh,
I mean,
I
I know
see it.
there's,
It's a guy that I watched that he's fucking retarded with it. Like I'm like
yeah, but let
he
me
be
ask you
having
this
he be
though.
having guys crying damn near.
Does he have, like, is it one of those things where like all the people in the dojo are like in on it,
No,
and like
no,
when he
no,
goes to
no, no,
throw
no.
somebody, they just kind of go with it,
No, 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 no.
like
And
Steven
then he goes
Seagal?
to no, no, then he goes to other people's dojo as well. And then they like do stuff on him. But they like they're I think they do a different style. I'm not sure what style is
Yeah,
what, but they'll do a different style because they'll teach him a certain move. He'd be like, oh shit, like damn, I didn't know
yeah.
you could do that too. You know what I mean? Like he shows pressure points, he shows all of this. So I don't know what else I know he's
He's got to know some other shit.
oh yeah, he definitely knows some other
Because
shit.
I watched a video where they took an MMA fighter, and they put him. He was challenged by a Tai Chi master. Okay, this guy is a Tai Chi master, and he's there, and he's got all his little people behind him, his students, and they're both sitting in front of each other like crisscross applesauce.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, "All right," and he's like, "Let me do my little mantra or whatever." And he's like, and he goes, "Okay, I'm ready." And this fucking MMA fighter just beat the fucking brakes off this dude for like a solid 3 seconds. And then he stopped because he was like, I'm going to kill this fucking guy. So he stops. And then the guy's like, hold on, hold on. And his eyes black and blue already, and his lip is bleeding. And he's just like, hold on. He does his mantra again. And he's like, all right, I'm ready. And the dude just goes back in, and there's nothing that this guy could do. Nothing. And it just kind of showed me. I was like, I think it only works if everybody else is in on it. you
You
know?
crazy. I don't know. I don't think that's how it works. I mean, I really believe, oh
Oh shit. The fuck happened?
fuck it. If it works, it works. I'll go back to it. Oh no, there you go. Okay. Now I was trying to show you who this guy is so you can see what I'm talking about. I can't remember. Oh, boom, here we go. Page on Facebook. Let me go to his page on Facebook. It's one of the guys. Hold on. How do I do share? Where's share again? What the hell? Is bigger to see share?
Should be
Oh, yeah,
on
there
your
you go.
tools
Yeah,
page.
I had to make it bigger.
That's what she said.
Uh, share Facebook. You can see my screen, right?
Yeah.
Got here.
I don't hear anything, but
Oh, member shit.
what happened?
Damn it.
Oh, you got to
Hold
do
on.
it with sound or something?
Yeah, let me do it one more time. I forgot.
Hit me, baby,
Share
one more
sound.
time.
That will make everything much better if we could hear each other.
That moves any man. All right, baby girl, look. You got to learn to hit and touch things that move any man. Eyes move any man. Throat moves any man. All right, baby girl, look. So when you dealing with people, that may have longer limbs than you, right? And you're trying to figure out how to get to the head and body. You don't walk him down. So whatever he's striking you with, you strike him. Let me show you how to strike the limbs, okay? The back of his hand has a lot of nerves. Okay, that's gonna hurt, right? You use your back knuckles to strike him. This arm right in the middle. If you cut the arm right in the middle from the shoulder to elbow, from elbow to wrist, right in the middle of the line, there's all nerves in there, right? Hammer fist into that bicep or back fist right into the side right there, right? You strike these things, okay? If he brings the leg, he's
I'm
trying
just
to
trying
kick
to
you,
play
hold
it
it up
off.
real quick. It's the same way.
Listen, they
From the
always
hip to
do.
the
They
knee, from the knee
always
to
do.
the
They're like,
ankle, you
God
cut them
damn.
in half, and there's nerves that run a circle around those pieces. So when you strike things like into the thigh,
You see, he's
inside
like,
of the
shit.
calf,
Yeah, look at
right,
his
hit
face.
your knee on the inside of that. It
You
doesn't matter
fucking
how
him up.
strong
He's
you are,
literally
he's gonna
teaching, but he's
react,
like just taking the
and that's
opportunity to
what you
beat this
want. Does
guy's
that make
ass.
sense?
But that
And
you
you
gotta do it.
ride
You got
that to your
that's the only
goal.
way to show
Don't
you that
just
it
sit
really
out here.
works.
I got a problem with this though.
Okay.
Tell me what's going on.
So he's teaching
Oh,
this girl
shit.
self-defense.
Well, he's teaching the whole class. It's
Right.
teaching
But he's
everybody. Yeah.
showing he's got her as an example. He's showing
Yeah,
her
yeah,
how to do
yeah,
it.
yeah.
The problem I have is when you're in a fucking fight, if somebody's attacking you, your brain doesn't work fast enough. I have a very doubtful feeling in my brain, and I could be wrong. I've never seen that guy in a fight. I'd have to see him in a fight, but I know like you don't think that fast. Like he's set up, the guy's got his arm out, and he's just showing and he's doing these things, but it's like when you're in a, if that dude was just balls out swinging on him, say he was a boxer and he's coming at him like with jabs and fucking uppercuts and shit. I mean, it's like you don't have the time to think, oh, middle of the arm, pop. You just, you know what I'm saying? Like all these
I,
pressure
I
points,
I
and
disagree. I disagree.
I mean,
You got to
I'd
think
love
about
to
just.
see it in action though.
I'm thinking about just everyday actions, right? When you were born, nobody was born to drive. Nobody was born to walk. Nobody like we learn all of these actions and like doing training every day of doing these same things. It gets to a point, even just moving our limbs, it
Yeah.
just gets to a point we don't even notice we're doing it. We're just doing it.
So
You get
what?
what I mean? You get in a car. You ever got in a car and just got to your destination, and then when you got there, you're like, how the
How'd I get here?
fuck?
Yeah,
Like
yeah. I
I
mean,
don't even remember driving.
but I've been driving for fucking since I was 15 years old.
Exactly. So
It,
he's one of those guys, and like it's like three other guys that they've been training. One guy been training since he's like 7. The other guy been training since he's like
yeah,
14.
I'm not
Another,
doubting that
you know
he's
what
a
I'm
good
saying?
fighter, but like, I think it's different when you start training as a child. He's training adults. So they now have to spend 10, 15 years doing this shit to get anywhere as proficient as he is. So if you're training self-defense that you need to use right now, I just don't think that that's the best way to go. It looks to me, and I could be wrong, but it looks like he's using Krav Maga. And the reason I say that is because I took Krav Maga for about a year. And it's an Israeli defense tactic that they teach a lot of the military, our military, and it's really good, and it made me feel pretty fucking confident in any situation I get into. They taught a lot of like getting out of holds, like if somebody came up and grabbed you from behind, how to
Right.
get out of that hold and not get taken over. They teach a lot of stuff like that. Somebody grabs you by the hair, how to break their grip and all this stuff. And there's a lot of that. And so there, again, we only watched like a 30-second clip. So it's hard for me to really assess, but I'm just talking about Tai Chi in general. It's kind of bullshit. It's been kind of proven that it's bullshit, but um, sorry, Steven Seagal. I mean, I'm not challenging that motherfucker because I know he might whoop up on me. That dude's been doing that shit for years. I mean, although I might kick him in the leg and break his damn hip, you know.
Yeah,
But
I think any type of defense or martial arts or whatever the case may be, like learning something,
yeah,
boxing, whatever,
agreed,
like just
agreed.
learning how to block, learning how to like there's a thing called a 52 block where these guys learn how to block in every way. Like that's all they do is practice how to block shit and
Mm,
this, that, and the third, and then they like add other stuff incorporated. But I think learning all of it is important for me.
100%. Learn is what
Like,
learning any type of self defense is good
mhm.
for everybody. I mean, especially women and kids. Women and kids for sure need to learn something, and I think the hot one now is jujitsu. Everybody wants to learn jujitsu. Jujitsu
This
is a
one not too far from me.
huh? Yeah,
This one not
they're
too far
everywhere
from me.
now. Yeah, they're fucking everywhere. But it's a ground game, you know? And I've talked to other fighters, people that are like in it, and they're like, it's a great discipline to learn, but if I needed to learn self defense, that might not be the one. Because it's like, sometimes the fight does go to the ground, and then when it happens, you got the advantage. But if somebody's squaring off, and they want to strike, they want to hit, and you only know a ground game, you might be fucked.
Yeah,
That's
that's why I
all I'm
say
saying.
it's important to learn,
Yeah.
enough of a lot. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think I don't think one is better than the other. I just think learning enough of it is great.
Yeah.
If you can learn the top game or you learn how to fight,
Mm-hmm.
cool. Like if you know how to land some punches in an effective way without. But for me, I had to learn how to punch because every
Mm.
time I punch somebody, my hands swell up afterwards, and then I'm looking
Damn.
at like I'm hitting. You know what I'm saying? So I had to
Mm-hmm.
learn how to stop hitting with my hands, so with my hand clenched, and
Mm.
just loosen it up a bit because I'm trying to like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So all of this will be, I'm talking about my hand will be one day. We had a huge fight at the bar, and when I got home, man, for like 2 days, my hand was swollen. I'm talking about I had to keep it in ice. It was huge, man. I was like, damn. I was like, what the hell was I doing?
Mm.
It's like, Jesus Christ. Like, it was just
Yeah.
crazy. So
I don't know.
I gotta,
I think jujitsu for girls, I think is great. Especially you think about like how girls get attacked. If they're going to get attacked, it's usually what? They're trying somebody's trying to
not these women anymore.
no, but I'm just saying like most
They fight
like
like men.
yeah, you're right. But I'm just saying, like, when a woman gets attacked by a man, the man's trying to take them down to the ground and then have their way with them or whatever.
Yeah.
And I think jujitsu then would be like if they pulled out some shit and fucking put these dudes in a fucking hold and put them out or broke their arm, like that shit would deter that immensely. But yeah, I don't. I think there needs to be if you're going to take and you're going to get serious about like self defense, you need to take some kind of striking class as well as the ground game. If you're going to do jujitsu, great, but also learn boxing.
Yeah, I believe
Or
in
kickboxing.
just ending this fucking fight as quick as possible. I'm not trying to be in this shit fucking with you. Because first and foremost, I know I didn't start with you. So that's a fest. So just
Yeah,
because I know I didn't start with you, I'm trying to end this shit
as quick as
as quick as
possible.
possible. So
That
if it
makes sense.
end with your fucking head in the ground, or whatever the case may be, whatever I have to do, if I gotta bite you, if I gotta guy what I'm out, you're not my friend. I
Yeah,
don't fucking most likely I don't even know you. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? And even if I do know you, if I'm fighting you, then we're not friends. Like you know
Right,
what I'm
right,
saying?
right. Yeah, yeah.
At this point in my life, we're not teenagers. We're not 20 years old. We're not trying to just get shit off our chest. Like, no, if I'm fighting you, yes, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
what are we doing here? I'm
There
fighting for
are
my life
there
at
are
this point.
there are bullies still, adult bullies, which is nuts. Because, like you
No, it's
said, like, what are we
facts.
trying to do, man? Like, we're adults. Like, grow the fuck up. We're not
Yeah, I
in
had a
grade
clown
school anymore.
try to do that to me, and I had to let him know I was,
Right quick.
I learned. there's people that will get mad at you that you're not a flunky. Like I had a guy one time, I'm sitting in the car with them and I'm doing some work for them. So they came and got me. So we riding around the town. I'm not even gonna tell the whole story, but we're riding around the whole daggone city doing whatever with him, right?
Mm-hmm.
He goes and he stops at a gas station. He got his wrap, got his broccoli. He takes it, he doing whatever with it. He takes the wrap, he puts it on the console, in the middle console. I'm in the passenger seat. He takes the broccoli and put it there. He say, roll this. And he gets out the car. Now, when I first met up with this dude, he tried something with me. He had a girl in the car. And he said, yo, you smoke? And I said, yeah. And I said, yeah, I smoke. I got my own shit or whatever.
Right.
He was like, oh, all right. He's like, no, because I got some. I was like, so first and foremost, let me tell you this: I don't smoke with nobody, and I
Right.
don't roll for nobody. So I already told him this way before. So this night, like I said, go back to this night. He gets out of the car, goes in the gas station. He doing whatever he all the theatrics he always usually doing when he get around people. Gets back in the car, and the first he looks there. First thing he said to me, like, "Damn man, you ain't rolling for me." I said, "What the fuck did I tell you the first time I met you?" And mind you, I'm sitting there smoking. And I said, I'm dead ass serious. I told you that the first time I met you. And don't ever ask me that shit again. Now you making me get indignant, ignorant.
Mm-hmm.
Because I told you the first time and I was not playing with you. So I've learned over time, sometimes you really have to like put hands on a person, or you have to just really get to the point where you got to get nasty with a person. Because I just want to laugh and shit. But when you get me to that point, there's no middle ground with me. It's either I'm
Right.
there or I'm not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then now
Mm-hmm.
you already got me to that point because I'm like, what the fuck are you trying? Because you
Yeah.
know for a fact I'm not a flunky. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
I already told you something already that I'm not gonna do.
Yeah. It's
And it's a reason why I'm not gonna do it because I'm not your fucking I'm not your Benson. I'm not none of that bullshit. I'm not one of those dude boys. I'm not none of that. You're not my bitch. Only spit that go on this blunt is it's my bitch. You get what I'm saying?
yeah.
Ain't no nigga spit supposed to be on my blunt or my spliff. No, none. You got your
I feel like
own. If I have some, I will give you some. Pause, and I will give you a piece of paper. Would give you the paper for you to roll it in.
yeah.
If you can't roll, so what? You ain't smoking.
I feel like I was in trouble just now when you were talking. I was like, God, he's talking to me
But
like that. I'm like,
but I said it even more harsher than this. That's what I'm saying. Like I said it
yeah,
even
yeah,
more harsh. Like
yeah.
I'm like, yo, what's wrong with you?
Right.
Because I done told you before, don't do that.
Well, some people just have a malfunction, dude. You know, there's people that are
No,
just glitching in
no.
the
We
brain.
live in listen, there's I know there's certain people that are gonna try you and see how much they could get away with
Mm-hmm.
because it's certain things, even like it's other things that I told them already. Like I don't do certain things
Yeah.
because that leads to certain people thinking that you're something else, and then I have to act out because now I done been kind to you, and you taking my kindness for weakness. Now I gotta show you I'm a fucking beast, and I don't want to do that because
Yeah.
that's gonna end me up in prison.
Yeah. I
You know what I'm
definitely don't want you
saying?
to do that either. And that's what I meant by someone, there's a glitch, not everybody's right in the head, like, and that don't mean I'm not giving them an excuse to be, because they're crazy or whatever. It's just that like there's something off and there's something inside
Yes.
of them that makes them feel like they have to do this thing to prove something to whomever it is they feel like they got to prove something to. But I have no idea what drives them. But just like you, I stay in different circles now. Like I focus on people that are positive. I focus on people that are, that I know will have my back and in turn I'll have theirs. that
Exactly.
that type of shit. Like that's the kind of relationships I want to grow. And I found myself when I was a young man, like in situations that was like, how the fuck did I end up here? Like you're 1 minute
To
you're
this
at
day,
home
shit.
chilling, the next minute you're in a fucking crack house. Like
Right.
the fuck is going on? You know, I never in my life thought I would ever be in a crack house.
In
And
Jacksonville?
yeah,
Word.
yeah. And I'll never forget, I think I was 18 and an acquaintance of mine was dating this girl and we all became friendly and everything. And I want to say I don't remember how, but somehow I got her number. It wasn't like I was trying. It just something happened, and I think it don't matter how I got it. Just anyways, I got her number. I had his too. I had both their numbers, but them two broke up. And at my age, at young man, I was like, I wasn't even thinking about bros before hoes. I was just trying to get it wet.
Mm-hmm.
So I texted her up or call. I guess at that time you called. There was no texting, but I
Yeah.
called her. I was like, "Hey, what's up? What are you up to?" And she's like, "Oh, I'm just chilling at the house. It was an apartment." And I was like, "Yeah, well, I'm over here doing this thing over here. I'm right by your house." I kind of knew what area she lived in. She's like, "Hey, come on over." I was like, "Right, I'm gonna get a little something, something." I go in there, and I don't know if you've ever smelled people like people freebasing cocaine and crack,
Yeah.
like smoking it.
Yeah.
But that
I
shit
grew up in
smells so bad.
a heroin city.
Yeah, I didn't never smell it. I've never smelled it in my life. I was like, what the fuck is that smell? And they're just sitting around there's like four people sitting around the table just smoking it. There's three people on the couch already high. They're done. They're gonzo, dude. They look like they fell into a K-hole. And then this girl that I'm talking to comes downstairs and she doesn't do any drugs and she just lives here with all these drug addicts. I'm like, what in the fuck? And she's like this innocent looking, young lady and she's nice. But so we're sitting there talking and she got real close and started touching me up, and I was like, oh, well, we finna go back upstairs or what? And as soon as I started thinking that, dude across from me, he's sitting on a couch. And I wondered why they had plastic on the floors. He just
What the fuck?
projectile vomited. He was like he was doing this. What he looked like. Like he was out. Okay. He was just slumped. And he just sat up like this. And it just went everywhere. It got all over him. It got all over the floor. And the girl that owns the apartment, whatever, I guess it was her party. She comes right over, takes his clothes off, completely off, gave him some sweatpants, wiped him up real good, and gave him some sweatpants. Took his clothes, put them in the wash, picked up all the plastic off the ground, throws it away, comes and brings more plastic and puts it down, wipes off the little coffee table thing, and there's no more visible vomit. But I don't know if you know this, which I'm sure you do, and most of the listeners do as well. But when there's vomit anywhere in the area, I don't care how well you clean it up, you still smell it. So that's not very boner inspiring.
You ever thought
But I never thought I'd be in
that
a position like that.
that was her family members?
Who? The girl I was talking to? No, it
If
was
you
her.
saying,
That was her friend. No, they weren't family, bro.
oh, 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 oh,
They
oh,
were
oh,
all different ethnicities in that room. It was a
got you.
party. It was a crack party, bro.
Crack party. And
Yeah.
she just lived there,
She
just the
just lived with them.
caretaker of the crack
Yeah,
kids.
but see, the thing is, the girl I was talking to didn't do. She sat on the couch with me, like chill, like oh, she was grossed out too. It was the other girl that lived with her roommate.
Oh, I'm
That
thinking that she got up and
no, her
some.
roommate who was hitting the fucking crack pipe when I walked in. She got up like she was stone sober, and she went right over there, did all this like it was so normal, bro, like it was natural. And I'm like, at 18 years old, I had lived a very sheltered life my whole
Oh,
life.
God.
Yeah, bumbleclot. Yeah, I mean, it's just like, what the fuck is happening? Like, how did I even end up here? And that started me on a long path of doing a lot of crazy, stupid shit for vagina. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I've never gone to a whorehouse to get that's for sure.
Yeah,
Uh, did I say whorehouse or crack house?
you did say whorehouse.
Yeah, so I'm thinking about the whorehouse I used to go to when I was
I've never been to one of
bored.
those.
Yeah, it was he's doing 18 years now. Yeah, he's doing about 18 years. He was a firefighter. He ran a whorehouse. I can say it now because he's doing time for this shit.
Yeah, yeah, he's already.
I'm not gonna say his name, but yeah, he did. He was running a whorehouse. I'm trying to get the guys that was helping him not run it, but they live there. You get what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And I'm trying to get them to tell certain stories and shit like that because he would get the girls through like Craigslist. Remember we talked about that? So I could talk about it now because they're not doing Craigslist. They used to get the girls through Craigslist, and they used to live at the house, like a big ass, like 4-story house. Basement had the studio. Um, Floor you walk in was like it had like a whiteboard and all that shit. With like I never really paid attention to what was written on there, but you know it was for their clients and all that. Then the other two
Wow.
floors was like where the girls live and all of that, and then like he lived with the top floor.
You were
But
friends with Diddy?
no, this shit was it wasn't that wild. It wasn't that wild where it's like when you walk in there you see a bunch of off the wall shit, but he was definitely he was pimping these girls for sure.
Wow.
He was pimping. They call it sex trafficking now, but he was fucking just pimping the girls. They was just living there. They went freely, went in and out. Some of the girls used to come downstairs and hang with us when we like one of the girls actually could rap her ass off. She's fucking nice. She should have just kept fucking rapping instead of selling ass. But hey, I don't know what happened to her. But yeah, one of the girls was actually good.
Mary J. Blige.
She was dope. She's a Mary J. Blige. I don't know. Wait a minute. What the fuck?
Well, wasn't she a prostitute before she
Oh
became, huh?
no, I ain't never
How,
hear that.
where did I hear that from? You better look that up. Let me Google
I
that.
don't think I never heard that before.
That's what I heard.
If she was, damn. Yeah, I never heard that one before. But no, it was wild, man. I think I said this before about the panic attacks. That's why I first started having panic attacks.
Really?
I ain't hell yeah. I ain't never know what the hell that shit was. I used to go there and then I'm just like whole body just going in convulsions and yo, what the fuck is going on in my body? And my heart beating out my chest, and I'm just like, yo, like this ain't this. I'll go underneath the steps because they had like the chair underneath the steps.
Well,
And I sit there for a while.
AI said I'm wrong. So
Yeah, I've never heard that.
I had
Exactly.
it's
She
shit
used
you
to smoke
hear.
crack. She used to smoke crack or something like
Yeah,
that
she
before.
was. Yeah, it said something about her drug abuse.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah.
maybe she would get high and fuck people. But
I was like, Ray J. Blige. Like, what?
I don't know where I heard it, man. But I feel like there's one of them people that's like, is it not Doja Cat? I don't know. There's one now that's out. That's like, is it Cardi B? I don't know. It's one of them that was
They
like,
used to smoke crack?
no, there used to be a hooker dude.
Oh, shit. It's all of them now.
All of them now. Yeah, well,
Yeah,
they're
all
all.
of them.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
anybody in
what they talk
Hollywood,
about.
any of them
That's
in
what,
Hollywood, they all hookers.
well, I don't know about Hollywood, but these female rappers, yeah, they hoes. Sure. That's what they talk about.
I
They
love
tell
female
you,
rappers.
yeah, they tell you in a heartbeat.
I love me some female rappers. We love hoes. Listen, I'm not here to kink shame. Okay.
Listen, all right, so this is the thing. I'm all for hoes. Just keep them in the background. Like hoes used to be in the background. Hoes were not in the forefront.
That's
They were
the
not
patriarchy right there, man.
no, no. It's just it's
There's a
shit that is
role.
shit that is vile and all that stuff like that. Like need to be in the background for the people that want to be in the background. Things that are
Yeah.
put up forefront should yes be wholesome and should have available sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Not everything should there's innuendos and different things and all that stuff, but this shouldn't just be shit just broadcasted that everybody could fucking see. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
there's certain rooms for certain things. There's an opera room for opera room. There's a rap room for rap room. There's things are separated for a reason. There's words like good and bad for a reason. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's those words are there. Those kink words and all there's there for a reason. So go where those people are doing those things. People like sucking feet, go to those rooms. Like but it shouldn't those things should not be the forefront of everything. It shouldn't be.
Mm.
I didn't even notice my damn cord was. I was wondering why every time I move my hand.
Yeah, I seen it, but I thought you already knew
Yeah, it's
about
from
it.
my second screen. I was like, what the
Oh,
hell is that?
listen, privilege, okay? Not everybody has two screens. Jesus.
Well, it's not plugged in, so
Check your fucking privilege.
it's definitely not plugged in.
Check your privilege. Oh,
Oh,
this
you
damn,
got
I hate
two
this chair.
inputs.
No, but
Shit,
yeah,
I'm in a folding chair right now
well, there's two
with a pillow
chairs
under
over
me.
here because Patrick was teaching my daughter how to do all this stuff, and she's done now 2 shows. So that's good. She's
That's
produced
what's
two
up.
shows. I today, the first time I actually had to get hands on, I had to lean over and get hands on a little bit and fix some stuff that she had changed, but today I'm very minimal, direction. She's getting it. So hopefully within the next 2 or 3 episodes, she'll figure it all out. I think next
Yeah.
week I'm going to do one with just me and her.
Okay.
And then
That'd be dope.
well, I don't have anybody booked, so
Excuse me.
I want to keep it open. I want to do one with just me and her, and it should be interesting because we, like, politically, I'm not on the opposite side from anyone politically because I'm not on any side, but she's pretty much, she's one way.
Oh, got you.
You
Got
know
you.
what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
radically. So
Yeah.
it should be interesting because we have different thought processes about things.
Yeah.
I'm very, my whole thing in my older age, I guess I'm not as quick to snap judgment on people or even these groups of people or whatever. I want to ask questions. I've just become extremely inquisitive about people and why they think the way they think.
Like, why are
Like
you doing this?
yeah,
What's going on with you?
why are you saying this thing that you don't really know is true? You may have had one professional tell you that it's their thought that that's the way it is, but that's just one person. There's so many other people out there with opposing opinions and opposing views, especially when it comes to shit like science, dude. Science is science because it's meant to be left with as a question. There is no definitive answer to anything. And if
That's why
people
it's
say,
always research.
right. And if you say, even if you're a scientist or a doctor and you say definitively, without a doubt, unequivocally, this is the way it is, I don't trust anything you ever say. I just don't. Because I don't believe that there's anything that's that black and white except for death and taxes. It's not going anywhere. Those things happen. You will fucking die at some point.
Yeah.
You
Right.
know, that is a definitive. But you can't say stuff like, I don't know. I mean, I don't even want to
I,
get it too dark down the rabbit hole, but you know what I'm saying? It's just like when somebody's just like adamant about something and they believe they know everything about it. I'm like, how much do you really, really know?
they have the damn time.
Yeah, well, I don't know shit about most stuff. So that's why I ask the question these days, because I don't want to ever interject my opinion about something because I know it's just my opinion and it's based on nothing.
Yeah, I had somebody we was talking the conversation went on politics, and then they asked me why. No, they said that I was the problem because I didn't vote and this and the third. And I was like, well, I voted before, but I just didn't vote the last time because blase, blase, blase. And they was just like, well, you're the problem. And I was just like,
Hmm.
I don't see where I'm the problem. I think the people that voted for them are the problem. But if you say I'm the problem, then okay. And they were just like, tell me why. And I was like, because I was like, at the time when I was hearing what they were saying, I just didn't believe in either one. I didn't believe either one should deserve my vote. And it was
Mm-hmm.
just it. And then they were like, well, tell me what policies they were talking about. And I was just like, well, it was like damn near 2 years ago. I don't remember because I don't really follow politics every day like that. Like at the time, yes, when things were going on, all that stuff, they're like, well, you could vote in the primaries. I said, but you still gotta wait another 2 more years unless they get impeached. Like so either way, you stuck with whatever's there. Like they're gonna do
Mm-hmm.
whatever they're gonna do. And so I was just giving that, and they're just like, no, but you're the problem. And I was just like, and I guess I'm the
No, they're
problem.
the
I was
problem.
like, I don't know enough to go back and forth with you about certain like policies and all that, but I could tell you what I think and what I know and what I stand on, and I believe in the people that are closest to me or the people I said the people that I love, so they kind of took that and ran with it. I was just like, but I'm not the people my family, but I was like, my family is the people that I love. Like my family is not blood. The fuck, I got some blood family. They don't could give two shits about me. Like you know what I'm
Right.
saying? So my family is my family. Like the people that is my circle. That's who I care about. I care about those people, and then also what goes on in the state and yada yada yada. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but
No, I agree,
yeah,
man.
it went because this how it went. We got on the conversation because I think it was talking. I remember the conversation me and you were having, and I was saying to him, like, I don't know why everything is so political. Like everything, like just
Everything.
automatically, it's if you're left, you're right, or you just think like you're MAGA, you're this, you're that, you're the Republican. I'm like, I'm neither one of these shits. I'm just thinking off of fucking morality. Like I'm just
Right.
thinking off of my own what I believe in. You know what I'm saying? What I believe things how things should be run in my life or around my life or whatever the case may be. Like I'm not thinking from that fucking standpoint. I
Right.
never think from that. I never think from a political standpoint. If you think that I'm a radical, or you think I'm a conservative, or you think I'm a black, whatever the fuck you think I am, so what?
Yeah.
Because I'm not thinking from that standpoint. Now, if you take it as that, then so what? I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
But
that's
I'm
your
not a
problem.
political guy.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Everything doesn't need to be politicized. That's the problem. And that's where we're at now. Everything becomes political or it's racist. So I mean
Exactly.
it's like what
Did
the
you see the
fuck?
new Drewski shit? You
Yeah.
seen it?
Yeah.
What did you think about it? Tell me. We here. Tell me what you thought
So
about it.
I'm of two minds. I didn't really I watched a little bit of it. First of all, I did not think it was funny. Like I
Okay.
just I just didn't I don't care he made fun of her. People make fun of people all the time. People look like there's comedians that have made their entire career based off of making fun of our president. Whichever one. Saturday Night Live makes fun of everybody. Okay.
Everybody.
So like I don't care that he did that. Um it just wasn't fucking funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
it wasn't as funny as the last one.
I think also you know, I heard some people in the comments were talking about how, like, if a white dude had done this, I'm like, well, we have. Fuck you talking about?
Why do we have to automatically just why can't you just fucking enjoy the art?
Well, that's what the thing that people were saying was like, if a white dude did blackface and made fun of like Kamala Harris or somebody, that it would have
But
been.
blackface is a negative that came from a negative place.
It
That's
is.
the
It
difference.
is.
You get what I'm
I
saying? He's playing a character.
No,
Like
I
it's
get
just
that. I get that. I
it,
don't have a problem with either because we've done it both sides of the. You know what I mean? Like fucking Robert Downey Jr.
Robert
did
Downey
a
Jr.
whole
did
movie.
a great job though. He
He
did a
really did.
great job.
It was
He made it funny.
almost
He
undistinguishable.
bro, he made it funny.
Funny.
I could tell you was a black dude, but he made it hilarious.
Well,
Like
that's
if
the
you can
point.
make it funny, then shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
There's certain things that certain people, that certain cultures do that is just it. Like
Yeah.
it's not a well, maybe it is a stereotype, but it just is what it is. There's certain things that certain cultures do. Now, there's new things that are coming up, and now that we're on the internet, bro, the
It's just
shit that people
everybody
say
gets it
in
all
the
the time.
comments is worse than what he did.
Oh yeah. That's again, and you and I will do this dance a lot because I will tell you I don't get in the fucking comments. I don't get involved in the comments, and you
No,
shouldn't
no, no, no,
either.
no.
But
No, I'm not talking about the actual
I
comments. I'm
know.
just saying like what people say
Oh
in
yeah, it's
comments
been
and like
ugly.
in post and
All
anything
I've
like
seen
just
on
all
my
that.
Facebook, all I've seen on my Facebook is every fucking
Oh,
other
for real?
post. Every other post is that skit.
See,
And
I haven't seen that.
to
Maybe I've
be
been
honest
playing my
with
game
you,
all day on my phone because the damn lights keep going in and out.
so the other part of that is I don't know anything about Erica Kirk. I don't know shit about her. Okay,
Not too much either.
I
She was
didn't
just
know
the
nothing
fucking
about
wife
her.
of homeboy.
Yeah, I didn't know nothing about her husband, except for he had the balls to go out there and speak his mind and give people a stage to have a real conversation with him.
There
That's it.
you go.
and
Anybody.
and the kids were like hating on him for just opening up the dialogue, like what the
Hmm.
fuck. So I never understood that. I will never understand why he got killed, but anyways, that alone, just saying that, makes me racist or a
I
homophobic,
said it. So am I
xenophobic.
racist?
I
I
don't
had
know.
this whole conversation with homeboy when I was doing the other podcast.
Mhm.
We got a whole episode of, and then I also said this. Me and him was on the phone for like 4 hours. That's what made us do the podcast. I'm like, bro, we just did a podcast just now because I'm like,
Right.
bro, I've seen him before I even knew his name. I seen a million. And then one day I sat here and I watched like 2 or 3 of his videos. I was like, I don't have to agree with everything he's saying, but he's at least giving people the chance. And I said this. I'm gonna go back and find a clip because I clipped it up. And I said the same thing you said. So if they do say you racist, then I'm fucking racist too. Then if that's the
Yeah.
case, I don't
Well,
because anybody that's brave enough to say, "Hey, you look like fucking Donald Trump with whatever," just throw that out. Oh, you like Donald Trump, and they be like, "No, I don't." And be like, well, I'm gonna be at this school next week. You tell me why you don't look like Donald Trump.
mm,
I'm gonna give you a chance where you can stand across from me and you could explain however you want to explain. I'm gonna explain why you look like Donald Trump.
yeah,
And you
it's
got to
just
you and you get all the platform you want
right.
to tell me why you don't.
And you look at the responses that those kids were giving him, and they weren't using the platform properly. There was a few that would. They would go up there and they would actually have a good conversation with him, and they would have very few that would have rational but most of the time they would get up there and use that platform to just spout nonsense. And it's like, who's teaching you this shit? Like, what the fuck? I don't understand. But
I thought it was great to see how the new generation thinks.
it's really great. It's fucking scary. But about
Oh, that absolutely scary.
back to Erica Kirk. I don't fucking know her. I didn't even know she existed until after he died. But like,
Same here.
so, but what she's been in the news for, like all the shit she's been doing, and again, I know that there's a slant on the news. I don't trust the fucking news. So, but you can clip anything and make it look crazy. You can make shit look crazy. But the things I've been seeing of her, there's been some crazy shit, and it could be fucking AI. I don't know, but like I said, I don't give a fuck. She is a non-factor to me, and I don't care that he made fun of her. My only gripe to Drewski is make it funnier.
Yeah, yeah.
Make me actually laugh, bro.
Listen, usually for me, Drewski is top for me when it comes to
I've never watched
skits.
any of his shit.
Nah, Drewski is hilarious to me. Like I think he's the one that like he gets spot on with a lot of stuff. And
Mm.
I'm gonna tell you the ones that always blow up and go crazy, either the church ones or when he's doing the conservative people. This man has hundreds of fucking skits. Like 100, like it's so many skits where he does from Asian people to black people to whatever. He does everything. Like
Yeah.
he's literally like he's the most one that's putting the most money into his skits and
Mm.
doing big productions and all that shit like that. Like he's not just doing regular old little cell phone skits anymore. Like he's taking his time. Like that prosthetic, I give him enough for that. You know what I'm saying? Like even when he did the NASCAR get dude or whatever. He was out there and he dressed like the white guy with the mullet and all that stuff.
Never
That takes
saw
a
it.
lot. You know what I'm saying? But he's not the first person to fucking do this shit. Like
Mm-mm.
we've seen other people do this. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a
Yeah.
new wave of it and a
I
new
I
character.
love I love comedy. And I think, again, to the point, like I said, I don't care that he made fun of her, because I feel like, and I bring this up a lot, and I've had now two different comedians on my podcast, and I bring it up every time. I bring it up a lot, actually. But I mean, when you read about it, but like the old, like the ancient Native Americans and stuff, they had something called the Heyoka.
Mm,
And the Heyoka, it means sacred clown.
hmm
They believed in the sacred clown. They believed that anything that could not be made fun of is bullshit. It doesn't need to be. And
Right.
I agree with that. I agree. I think comedy, above all else, like if we lose our fucking First Amendment rights, like, fuck, let the comedians still do their thing, because we need them.
Yeah, we need that, man.
I
We
think
need we
they're
need that.
I think they are one of the, if not the major reason that we haven't lost our fucking freedom of speech yet, is because they are still out there through the hate. They're wading through the bullshit, and they're still doing their fucking thing. And you can't, none of them have been, I haven't seen any of them get canceled except for the ones
They've
that
been
are like
trying.
radical,
Yeah,
you
they've been
know.
trying though. They've been
Oh,
trying.
I'm sure they do, but these guys,
Yeah.
it's like a duck, like water off a duck's back. They don't care. They're
hmm
still going to do their shit, and there's still an audience for them. That's the thing. You may not like a comedian, but there's a billion other people that like that guy. And you might be the fucking odd man out, and they don't care. But they need to be able to express themselves just like we need to be able to express ourselves. You know, that's the thing. Like you go anywhere in this world, any other country, they don't have rights like we have. They don't. Very few. Like, you know, like the freedom of speech. Like what? You can't do like in Canada, they have like directives, but they don't have like a constitution. They don't have like the Bill of Rights. They don't have all this stuff that we have. You know, they don't have freedom of speech. So you have to fucking do what the government tells you to do. And if you don't toe that line, then you're fucked. You know, Jordan Peterson is like prime example of that. He was a college professor that did not want to, when they were coming out with all the pronouns and everything. There was 75 fucking different pronouns as a college professor. He's supposed to remember, and then he's supposed to remember each one of his students what their actual pronouns are and address each one individually as such. Well, that takes away from the fucking lesson. That takes away from the teaching. That takes away from the reason we're here. We're not here to cater to your pronouns. We're not here to cater to who the fuck. I don't care who you are. I'm here to teach a lesson.
Exactly.
And your job is to learn that lesson and to do well on a test and to learn this shit and go on to be productive fucking members of society. But that's
so,
not
but
what
like,
they
hey,
want.
human with the red shirt on, human with the. That's what
Yeah.
you got.
Yeah,
At
but
this
even
point,
even saying that is
human.
probably sexist because you said man. You know, it's just stupid. It's getting to the point where it's fucking dumb. Okay.
Leave me alone, that shit.
Yeah, it's getting to the point where we just sound like a couple of old ass men
Oh
that are bitching and
God.
complaining about things. But I'm like,
No, it's not bitching
me
and complaining.
personally,
It is what it is.
I don't give a fuck what you want to call yourself. What pronouns you want to use. I don't care.
But don't
Do it.
force me to it. Don't force me.
Right.
You could call yourself. I could call. Listen, my name is Irvin Curse. Certain people call me Tristan. Certain people call me Curse. Certain people call me UC.
I shouted
certain
you
people
out on
call
the
me
podcast today.
my dog.
I was
My
talking
dog.
about I want a fucking a cool street name, and I was like, I got a friend. His name's Tristan, but his fucking handle is Irvin Curse. That's cool as shit. I was like, I don't think I'll ever get a cool street name unless I go
You
to
don't want to
prison.
know my first one, and I changed it because of I found out. I never watched Dragon Ball Z, but I found out it was a character named close to that. So my nickname was Piccolo, right?
Oh yeah,
And then it's Piccolo.
Mhm.
And I was like, I don't want nobody to think that
Hey,
I got that from that.
Piccolo's pretty dope. That's all I'm gonna say.
But I never watched it, so I don't know. I'm not, bro. I don't know anything about anime. Like like this. I know character names, but I couldn't tell you their storyline. None of that. Like even with
I
like
can tell you.
like
You
like
got a
with
question? Just ask.
what's the shit called? Not it's
One Piece.
Hero, some shit Hero.
Hero.
I can't remember, but they
Is it
had a lot
anime?
of pops. Yeah, it's anime, but they had a lot of pops, and they used to always come out with them. And I used to look at them like, "Damn, these shits are so hard." Like these are so, but I don't know anything about them. So I was like, I used to just kind of some hero.
I know what you're
but
talking about. I'm having a brain fart right now.
yeah, I'm having a brain fart too because I used to know the name like All Might and like
Oh yeah. Hero. It's Academy.
yeah, something from Academy.
Yeah. All my
Yeah.
no, My Academia. My Hero Academia.
My he went boom. There you go.
God dang, bro.
There you
Like
go.
I just had to bust through that damn brick wall just now. My brain was not working. Sorry, anime community.
No, but I knew the names and stuff because I used to see like All Might. I used to see his figures. I'm like, these shits. Oh, but I'm like, I don't want to collect
You know
them
what's
because
funny?
I don't know anything about it, and I don't want to get into it because that's just another thing I'm gonna get into. You know what I'm saying?
So the American voice actor for All Might is the same voice actor for Piccolo.
Look how crazy that's lined up that I said both names.
You did.
That's insane.
Yeah,
And
but
don't
he's in a
even know
lot of
anything
fucking
about it.
animes. He's in a
Yeah.
lot.
You know
It's
what?
like it's
I would
funny
love
because
to do that.
I tell my girl all the time. She's like, I'll be watching a new anime, and she's like, "Oh, that's so and so. I'm like, baby, there's only like 5 male American voice actors for anime and like 5 female voice actors for anime. And then they double up. The females will do kids, you know.
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
like, yeah, of course it is him.
That's
That's
like
all
what's
there
her
is.
name from she played Freddie in A Different World. Cree.
Hmm.
She does every fucking character. She does like Angelica. She does, man, she did every, like all these characters you don't even understand. Like she just, like she said she's like done like over 100 anime
That's
characters, or not, or animated characters.
yeah.
That's insane to come up
I
with
would
that
love
many
to do
different
it.
voices. I
If I
would,
knew I
man,
had
that
like
is
a if I knew I
what?
had a voice that they would like, I would do it in a heartbeat.
But that's the thing. You just making up voices.
And you and I could do it. We have all the equipment.
Listen, why you think that's why I said I'm gonna do the voiceovers? Because even if it's not that accent, I'll just try to figure out another accent to do for the voiceovers. But I'm gonna
Right.
do that one because I just think it's more
I've always
funny or
wanted to
whatever.
do commercials, you know, you know, like insurance commercials or like, whatever it is. Like just like use a deep voice and just go right into it, like Toyota SummerSlam,
Yeah, yeah,
whatever.
yeah, yeah.
There's a
Like you see,
guy
like that. Oh,
I
go, my
follow
bad.
on Instagram. His Instagram handle is Ryder Vose. He's a voice actor and he does shit for like Super Bowl commercials and all this. He does
Mm,
a lot of commercials, but he's been doing it for a long time. He gets a lot of money. He lives in a fucking nice place. He's got horses and shit, so he's making money.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I would love to do that because you see, like when I sent you the that voice note that time, like that's just me, just
Why don't
regular,
we
like
do it,
just
man? Let's like research that shit together. Figure out how to get our make like a what do you call it, like a resume type thing with a
mm-hmm.
like a clip of our voices that we can do and start sending this shit out to these companies and these places and these industries and everything and see if we can do it, bro.
I'm
That
with
would
it.
I would ball with that, dude. Like I would help you and I know you'd help me and we just work together and we get this thing going and shit. I don't care if I had to start on some little rinky dink project and then it led to something else because that shit could be the ticket, bro. Could be the ticket.
Oh shit, let me. I'm gonna see if how much we could do with this animation shit that we got so far. I mean that I
Yeah.
got so far, and then man, because I no that yeah,
Yeah.
that could be a thing. That could definitely
Hmm.
be a thing.
Yeah, like I know my girl was looking at you can I think it's through Amazon. It might be a different agency or something, but like you know how Amazon or like what's the Audible, like people write books and then
Right.
they read it. And some of these books that are like the storybooks when there's characters and stuff, they want multiple voice actors to read the male and the female characters in the
Mm,
book, and it could just be a one guy, one girl, and they read all the male and female characters in the book, and they just use different accents and different voices and stuff. But they make good money. They
yeah,
make good
yeah,
money.
yeah,
And I
yeah.
would just, I mean, like literally, I would just start with like reading nonfiction. So it's just like my voice reading the book straight through, you know. But fuck, I need to not say I need to do stuff because that's when I never do it.
Yeah, man. Nah, it's that's something that'd be dope. I
Yeah.
never thought about like doing a reel of it of the, but 'cause I got a bunch of different voices I could definitely do. Sure,
Oh yeah,
a bunch of.
for
But
sure.
I got one more clip.
Okay, play it, and then we'll probably end on this because I need to
Yeah,
go.
because I
I
and then
don't need to,
the,
but I want to go spend time with my old lady.
yeah, mine is my computer is on like 23%. So, cause can I get it bigger? Cut some of this out. Listen to this foolish.
Is it
Oh
already?
no, can you hear me? I mean, can you
Yeah,
hear it again?
I can hear you. I
No,
can't
I'm saying
hear
can you
it.
hear it?
No,
Yeah.
is it playing?
Let me do it again. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. Sound. Okay. All right.
Is it playing?
Yeah, you can't hear it?
Mm-mm.
The hell?
What the hell?
Do you hear now? Oh,
Nope.
that's some bullshit. And I just fucking it's on it was on share
It wasn't even moving. It was like it was frozen.
oh, that's corny. Okay, let me go back. Try one more time.
One
Last
more
time.
again. Yeah, it's not working. It's weird. It's like,
Money. I'm gonna explain
oh,
something to
here it
you.
goes.
Oh, you could only see it from that way.
No, I can hear it now.
Okay. But can you see it though?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Not when you do
Oh,
that, it doesn't come up.
gotcha.
When you go full screen, it don't come up.
Every time I get on here and I hear people getting upset about what Shira 7 says, or I see women saying, oh, we should not teach young women to care about money when dating or to date men with money, I'm going to explain something to you. In this photo right here, I was 23 years old. I went to Miami with my friend. At the time, I was talking to this dude. I had the biggest crush on him since I was in high school. He was just the most beautiful man in the world to me, right? I had no children. He had kids. Baby mom was whatever, right? This was when I still believed in the illusion of love the way that we're taught to love, right? Love somebody for themselves and all that other mumbo jumbo, okay? Went to Miami with my friend. We go to one of those restaurants where you know how they got the outdoor seating you on the street. And the man straight up told us, he said, Ocho Cinco is in here. He was trying to get people to come because it was early in the day and there wasn't a lot of people out on the street. We go, we sit down. This is Ocho Cinco. Now, you can tell by my demeanor, I was very shy, very naive. So I wasn't speaking to him. I'm like, this nigga not going to talk to me. He spoke to us and he was like,
That's
hey, do you
shy
want a
naive.
picture? He asked me. You,
That's
that's
shy
Ocho
naive.
Cinco. He asked me, do you have a boyfriend? What did my dumb ass say? Yeah, I got a boyfriend. While I was in Miami, that man moved his baby mama and his kids into his parents' home with him. And I turned down Ocho Cinco. That changed the entire trajectory of my life. Okay, professional bag fumbler right there. You see her?
Why am I
Do you
getting
see
angry
her?
right now?
So when women get on here and they say, oh, Shira we shouldn't be teaching the young girls to date for money. Yes, the fuck we should. I had women in my family warn me, but I never had anybody break it down the way that Shira 7 is breaking it down today. And that's all, this is all I ever think about. When I see y'all disagreeing, if you're young and you're cute, and you're, even if you got children, you don't even need to be childless, because at this point, that's neither here nor there. That's my personal life. You don't have to even be childless to implement the things that Shira 7 says, but implement them. Listen to her.
Yeah, I've seen plenty of that. I don't need to see any more of that. There's a problem in this day and age. Did I send you the account on TikTok called Homath?
Yes, you did. Yeah.
Okay, that guy breaks it down, which is
Yes.
hilarious. And he should do a video on her
I did a
talking like
reaction.
that.
I did a reaction to one of his videos before.
Dude, his shit is so locked in. It's so funny. It's the truth, but it's hilarious the way he lays it out. And it's like, the fuck are you talking about? You know, these women like her, and it's not the majority. I know this. And so ladies, I know that you're not all gold diggers, you know, or aspiring gold diggers, because I don't think she could get the bag no matter what.
Either way,
She could call
thank
herself a
you.
bag fumbler, but these dudes are not stupid. Okay, they made their money by being smart. All right, but not only that, but when you start looking at the percentages of men and the categories of men and how much money they make, their height, their looks, all that shit, the things that you want, it's very, very, very low probability of you actually getting someone that has a fuckload of money that's handsome and is over 6 feet. It's very, very low. You're going to find somebody like what was the guy's name? Robert Epstein.
Hmm.
Yeah, you're gonna find an old crusty dude with hairy balls that hang down to his kneecaps. He may have the money, but he won't have the looks. And you're not gonna want to fuck that guy. You're not gonna want to mess around with him. You're not gonna want to marry him. Like, come on, you know. Now, like, I don't know. Like I said, it's unrealistic. And they think they could go out here, get knocked up by 4 different guys and have 4 different babies by 4 different baby daddies and think that they are a 10. You're not a 10.
I'm gonna tell you the ironic thing about this whole situation. It's you could
That's going
research
to
it,
catch me a
and
lot of hate.
you could see, you could tell, you could look it up as I'm speaking right now and tell me if I'm lying. Ocho Cinco was a known cheapskate. He would tell you in a heartbeat, these earrings are from Claire's. These, this car that I drive outside, I drive a Mini Cooper. I don't drive all of that other
Probably
foolishness.
used.
All of that. He said, I save my money.
Right.
I don't spend frivolously. He said, I actually stayed in the stadium in the players'
Locker
room
Mm-hmm.
for a year. He said, I didn't even have a spot because
Well,
he said, why do I need to go home? I'm staying here.
Exactly. And here's the real delusional part that girl had. She thought she fumbled the bag with him. You and I both know why he asked her if she was single.
You're easily amused. I'm gonna bust you down and leave you.
That's exactly
because you're
right.
that smitten. You're still that smitten years later.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't even know this man enough to know that he's a known cheapskate, so you wasn't getting shit in the first place.
Right.
You didn't fumble a bag. He was gonna take you through there even worse than the other dude was. That was actually that was just doing whatever. And if a dude did that much to you, that when you was on vacation, he moved his own baby moms and his kid back in there. He thought that was more important than your dumb ass.
And I feel really bad for the guy she said she was in love with because he was the finest thing she ever seen in high school, and she was dating him, and then she wanted to do that, and then she want to talk like that. I guarantee you she's single to this day.
Of course.
Yeah, because nobody wants to touch her. Nobody wants to touch that. Nobody wants that drama in their life.
She's still living on a hope and dream of finding someone that is a celebrity or whatever.
She's living on a fart and a prayer. That's what she's living.
You didn't even look that cute back then, much less now when you were sitting in that in his lap. You talking about, oh, I was cute and shy. No, there's nothing cute and shy about sitting on a fucking man's lap you don't know.
Right.
You just met this man.
Mm-hmm.
You only did it because the man is a known football player. That's the only reason why you did it. If he wasn't a known football player, you would have just brushed past him another dude in Miami. That was your goal to go down there, is to hopefully find somebody that was gonna sweep you off your feet and fucking take you away.
Yeah, that's the point I was making, dude. Like the like they want to do with lots of money, right? And the guys with lots of money, when they go and speak to them girls, they brush them off because they don't look the way they want them to look. You can't have all of those metrics. And not only that, but you want that. And guess what? Every other woman wants that too. They all want it. And so you have to compete with that many more women. It's a lost cause, bro.
There's a such thing as a Jacksonville 10, a North Carolina 10, a Las Vegas 10.
I hate compared that term.
No, but it's the truth though. There's certain people, you could go to Miami and they would charge you more to get in the club because you don't have certain features or don't dress a certain way, or you too big, or whatever the case may be. Or they just turn you away, period, and say, I don't give a damn how much money you got in here. You're not coming in here. We have a certain aesthetic that we're gonna stick by. You cannot come in here. I don't give a damn if you're a billionaire. You know what I'm saying? You're not coming in here unless you know the owner for sure and he let you know. But yeah, we're gatekeepers at this door, and we telling you no. There's TikTok stories of girls crying and like, oh my God, they said I was too big. And
I know
What you
it's a
thought?
thing. I know it's a thing, but I've never liked that. I've had friends that used to do that shit and talk about like fucking the rating system, like 1 through 10. I don't give a fuck. Do not do that. Like, I don't like that. I personally, I just don't. I stopped being friends with that guy because I was like, I don't put people into those type of. You're either a good person or you're a bad person. I don't rate people on their looks like that. I never have.
You don't?
Never.
Never.
Mm-mm. No,
I,
you're
I
either a piece of shit or you're really cool.
I mean, on a standard of a, if it's a dude, that's something, yeah. But if it's the woman, nah,
No,
there's
women.
tiers
I'm talking
to,
about women.
yeah.
I don't
I
rate
think
them on
there's
that. I just
tiers.
you're either attractive to me or you're unattractive to me. But I'm not going to be like you're a 1 or you're a I don't that it's I think it's extremely hurtful, you know.
I
And
mean, if you saying it to them, probably,
well,
and if they
sure, sure. Now
if
if
they
they're
ask
walking
you,
around talking about I'm a 10, like, and I'm not going to be like, no, you're really not. I'm just going to ignore them. You know what I mean? Like I don't
but
need
you
to
know
deal with
they're
that.
not though.
But what I'm saying is if there's someone out there walking around talking about how awesome they are and how hot they are, like I feel like they are mentally ill and I don't want to spend my time with those people. So I just ignore them and I get away from them. I'd rather be around real people that don't give a fuck about like what people look like. Like they're actually more about substance. They're more about like what's on the inside. Like who the fuck are you? And that's what I'm about. I want somebody that has substance. I don't want somebody over here talking about I'm a 10. I could have been with Ocho Cinco. Like I don't give a fuck.
No,
Go
no,
be
I
with that
get that
motherfucker.
on that end when they're saying it. I'm saying from my end, if I'm looking at somebody, yeah, I'm rating them how, because your preference is still rating them. Like it's
Well,
still
I'm
a
not gonna not
preference.
be friends with you, Tristan. You do your
No, it's
thing,
not
brother.
friends. It's not
No, I know.
friends I'm talking
I'm
about.
just
I'm
saying
just
because
talking about like attraction, like when it comes to man and
yeah,
woman,
no,
like,
I'm saying because I stopped kind of hanging out with that. He was more of an acquaintance, anyways, in the first place, and I was just like, that's gross. Get the fuck away from me, because he
yeah,
was like,
I got all type of friends. I got ugly friends, I got new friends, I got all like whatever.
you're
We
talking to
listen.
one of your ugly friends.
No, well, I got friends that we listen. I got friends that call me off the wall names that nobody else can call me, and I call them names that you know what I'm saying. Like it's so is when it comes to friendships, that's something different. Like,
Yeah,
but
I just
relationship
can't
wise
put.
or
I guess
like
I,
this
I don't know.
attraction, yeah, there's tears to me.
I
Like
just
there's
can't. I can't. I can't. I'm either like I said, it's no 1 through 10 bullshit for me. This is just my personal
yeah,
opinion.
not
It's
necessarily
either
that scale.
it's either I like you, I think you're attractive, or I don't. That for me, that's how my
So you
brain
never
works.
looked at a woman and be like, she's ugly?
I mean, I didn't say that. I just
Oh,
said
okay. I'm
I
just saying,
said I've never
like,
been, I never said, gosh, she's a 3. Like I think putting
okay,
people
but there's
into
still
categories
tears.
like I
There's
don't do.
like there's tears. That's like ugly. She's attractive. She's kind of attractive. So there's still a
Yeah,
tier.
but I
There's
don't
but
know,
it's not
man.
a
I think
scale.
you keep that shit to yourself, in my opinion. You keep that shit to yourself. You don't need to be talking about it. You damn sure don't need to be telling them to their face, unless they're being braggadocious hookers, out here talking about, no, you're not,
But you
stop.
don't think amongst bros to be to to to, to say, oh no, they're such and such. Like
No, I,
I look
cause,
at them as
cause
such and such.
cause like I said, attractiveness means something different to me. It's not about looks for me. You know, you I don't know how to describe it. I guess I'm old school, old fashioned that way. I just don't like I see if you're like a really good if I'm hanging out with somebody, they may not be what traditional whatever that means, like traditionally attractive, whatever the fuck, but like if
I
they're
don't think
like
there's a
the
thing as
sweetest
that.
person I've ever met and I love spending time with them, like they are attractive to me, and I like, and I like the whole shebang, turned on, everything. It's all there, and I don't care what people think. I don't care. Like physical shit to me is like it don't mean anything.
Hmm, that's interesting. It does to
Yeah.
me. It
No,
does.
I think it's
It
shallow.
no, it's a preference.
I mean,
Like
it is a preference. You're
there's a
right.
pre. I don't think it's a shallow to have a preference. It's like saying I'm shallow because I like chocolate instead of such a like no, I like
You
this
understand what I'm saying
because
though.
I'm a no, I get you because that's what I'm saying. But I like this because I'm attracted to this, and this
Right.
is what when I see you start, especially over time, you start to look and you be like, oh shit, I like a certain type. I like a certain body type or a
Hmm.
certain face or a certain
Yeah.
character or a certain like those things like you just automatically when you get around that you like, oh shit, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like that's attractive. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You might not necessarily uh want to be with them or nothing like that, but you're just like, oh, that's cool enough where I want to, conversate with them. But when it comes to intimacy and all that, yeah, I gotta be attracted to you physically. I can't just,
Well,
you know.
I mean, yeah, there is a bit of that, but like, yeah, I get that there's like there are many factors in attraction. There's physical, there's mental. For
Right, 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 right,
I'm
right.
very, very, like you got to stimulate my brain. If a woman can do that, I- I'll give them a chance. Even if I'm
So
not
your
physically
scale is within intelligence, not within
right.
right.
It's not
So
really
there's some sort
intelligence.
of scale.
Not really intelligence.
It's just not within physicality.
It's more like not so much intelligence because I'm not very intelligent, but like
You always say that shit.
it's more like, are you a good person? Like that, someone like
Right.
that girl that they're like, I wouldn't, if the minute I pick up on what is this girl doing? Is she a gold digger? Is she out for something? Is she looking for something?
She's
Is
a
she
fucking
using me
bonehead.
for something? I'm just gonna cut ties, and she could be fucking, I don't know, J Lo, whoever the fucking whoever they could be, whoever the public thinks and finds very attractive. But if they could be ugly as shit on the inside, and I will just cut ties. I don't give a fuck.
No, I agree. I agree. Like this, I think I had this conversation with, but there's people that I've was fond of, and then they just start talking to some shit. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, yo, stay away.
Yeah,
Why was
get
I
the
even?
hell away from me.
What the hell even? What was I even thinking when I? That's why I says like I get it, but I'm just like, but there's scales within whatever you're attracted to. It's just depending on what you're attracted to. If it's somebody like, oh shit, I like a person that dress up in a anime costume every day. They're just like, no, I like the ones that dress up only like blase blase. You know what I'm saying? It's like we all
Hmm.
got preferences. We all just it's just certain things that just attract or whatever the case may be. And then there's
Right.
certain things that you never even knew you was even attracted to. You just like, oh shit,
I guess I
man,
just
you know.
the number scale for me, I guess, is just like a red flag. I'm just like, ugh. It just feels gross to me.
It would be a red flag if you just my homeboy just running around just judging other dudes like, man, you friends with him? He ugly. Like what?
Yeah, well,
Like the
that's
fuck
different.
I
Well,
gotta do anything?
I'm talking about dudes that sit around and talk about girls on a scale like that. I think it's weird. And that's just I don't know how to get, like, I've tried to wrap my head around it and like get myself into that mindset. Like, I just can't do it. I can't. I don't
Yeah, I get
understand.
it. I
And I'm
get
not
it.
like, I'm not, do your thing. I'm not shaming anybody for feeling or thinking a certain way. I can't make somebody think a certain way or whatever, but I'm just like, I don't know, that's weird to me. Like to throw people into categories like that. I'm more like, my categories, I guess if I have to, is like bitch, asshole, like
So, but there's still,
money grubbing,
yeah,
what I
there's still
mean?
categories. It's
Or
just
like
yours have
very
names.
nice and like super sweet, like you know, that's me.
Yeah,
That's just me. Like,
yeah,
if I can't talk to you, if I feel like I don't want to sit in a room and talk to you, I don't want to be with you,
true. That's a fact.
And if I
That's
am, then
number
it's going to
one.
be purely physical and there will never be anything more than that. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was just interesting that I never heard that before. That's the first time I ever heard,
Well, that's what I love about our conversations, Tristan, because we're so much alike on certain things, and then we have our differences. But guess what? Have we yelled at each other? Have we
no.
fought each other? Have we fucking cussed each other out? No.
I just want to know, how other people think,
Right.
like, oh shit, where that come from?
Not only that,
Because
but
it's still there's a lot of similarities and a lot of shit, even
yeah.
when you disagree, and it's like kind of
Well,
agree to
and these
disagree.
questions you're asking and these things that you're raising, they're like forcing me to think more about why I think the way I think and how I actually think. Because a
Hmm.
lot of the time, it's just sitting in the back of my head, and I don't really put it in the front. I don't really think about it. It's just like a thing that happens. But It's like getting up and I'm going to brush my teeth. I'm going to put underwear on before I leave the house. I put my underwear on before I put my pants on instead of the other way around. It's just shit that happens. But
Everybody's moral compass is just totally different. And that's why I love talking to people and I like listening to different podcasts and all that stuff and like just hearing how put things together in their brain.
oh yeah.
It's like it's not always it's never the same. It's
Yeah, well that's what makes
never
it,
the same.
dude, that's what makes us so unique. It's because none of us are the same. If we were all the same, you know how boring this fucking world would be. Ugh.
You know
Ugh.
what fucks with me?
Brother, ugh.
You know what fucks me? And it's just like regular shit every day. Like nobody really cares. Nobody really thinks about it. But like if there was no mirrors, bro, we would never know who we are. Like if we just if
You'd
it
have to
was
go
no
to the river.
fucking and even then it would still be a distorted view.
Mm,
Because I thought about that too. I said, where else could you see your reflection
right.
besides a mirror? It would still be a distorted view.
Mm,
So we would never get a clear view if it wasn't if whoever came up with the idea of a mirror and looked through because even, we have an obsession even when like I'm looking at now. I'm sure at some point you're looking at yourself in the screen like, okay, am I centered? Am I you
yeah,
know what
if
I
you
mean?
see
It's
me
like a
look over like this, I'm looking
it,
at my
exactly. I got it where I'm down at the bottom now, so I could just look at you, and then just every once in a while I kind of like, do it like that. Because at first
Mhm.
I had you this way. Now I'm looking
Yeah, see,
here
I
and
got my
here.
camera right here and I'm looking at you on the screen right there. That's why I'm looking up.
Yeah. And then the camera is there and I'm looking down here. So
Yeah, it's a little weird to do this streaming thing. Like I could sit here and look right at the camera like this, and then I could see you in my peripheral vision nodding your head, but I'm like, I want to look at this man when he's
yeah.
talking.
I would love to have a screen behind the camera where I could just look forward
They
and
make
I'm looking at the screen. Like I would do it like with this second screen or like something like that and just put the screen behind it. But I want to put this on like I would love to put this on an arm
uh-huh.
where I could just rotate
Well,
it
they
behind.
make webcams that are made for screens. So it's like it's like a this metal piece that's like it goes up like this and just kind of curves back down, and on one side is the camera, and you slide it right down to the middle part of your screen. So you're when you're looking and it's very thin, so it's not like it's going to block a lot of stuff. So you could bring your thing up, and then your people will be right there, and you can look directly at the camera, and you can see them as well. So it's
Okay.
like, yeah, it's made for that. I don't know where you can find it, and it might not be that great quality, but
This camera needs a lot of light. I just noticed that because I look a whole lot better this time
hmm
than the
yeah,
last one.
your
Between
shirt,
this side like that, like
like your
this
shirt
is
looks sharper than your face, which is weird. Like it looks like it's back focusing a little until you put your head up like that. When you tilt your head back, I do think it's the shadows, from your hat. So maybe next time turn that motherfucker around, huh?
I need a haircut bad as shit. I need a haircut bad.
Yeah, I do too. I'm about to shave my head.
Yeah, I don't know if I went that far.
Don't you tell
You
me
go
you're gonna emote about my hair too.
you go cut off the whole luscious. You gonna donate? You gotta donate the hair or something.
No, I'm just gonna shave the bottom part.
Got you.
I'll keep the top. It'll still look like I got long hair, but then when I pull it up, it's gonna be nice. In the summertime, oh, shaving the back of that neck, boy, it's so good.
That sounds. It's starting to get hot too.
It
Man, I need to
is.
shave this shit off for
Yeah.
real.
All right, my
Mm-mm-mm.
guy, let's cut it out. Let's go ahead and end this shit.
Already. How long it's been?
Uh, where are we? 2 hours and 1 minute.
Oh shit. Oh yeah, we went longer this time.
Yeah. Well, but we didn't
Well, we
start.
was
So it's really an hour and 45 minutes because we started
okay.
like 17 minutes in, something like that. So,
That'll work.
yeah. So, but hey, man, I'm glad we missed last week. We damn near missed this week because of,
We missed last week.
the week prior. Yeah. Because my truck
Oh
broke down.
I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
And then we couldn't get back
It's all
together. It
good.
was, shit happens. But this the good thing about this is like when we do have a fucking second, we can just do this no matter what time of day it is. As long as it's not
Facts.
like a work. If it's a work day for me and it's like 8 o'clock, I'm like, bro, ain't happening.
And shout out to everybody that watched the last pod because we got way more views last pod. I don't
Fuck yeah.
way more views than the last one. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
Appreciate
I
that.
don't care if we get one more view than the last. Hey, just y'all keep watching, man. Y'all
Yeah.
keep watching.
Yeah. And we'll keep talking. And if you
And
want
we
to get
definitely go.
involved, you got to reach out. Hit us up on Instagram or on the YouTubes. You can message us both. Send us a message. Well, if you're interested in talking with us or having one of these silly conversations like we have, getting involved and, you know, being rational. We don't want any crazies. Don't if you're a fucking crazy person, I will,
Oop, the
I
hell
am
out
the
you.
administrator, by the way. So I will, bloop, bye bye. We're done
Real
with you.
quick.
Yeah, because I don't invite that shit into my life, and I'm damn sure not going to invite it into your life and any of our viewers. So, all right, my dude. Well, it's good to see you, and I hope that you are well, and I hope that you stay well. Fucking weirdo. All right, man. Bye, everybody.
Peace, y'all.